Well, hello, all you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Thanks for asking. In the last episode, we made this thing behind me, and also this thing behind me, a little fishing village, a fishing cabin, and this meeting space for our villagers from the fishing cabin thing. Yeah, this whole space. In fact, we started thinking about exactly what it was we wanted to do with this space in terms of turning it into a place for villagers to hang out and do their thing. Let's see if I can land this. Nope, I don't think that I'm even gonna come. Not even close. I'll just lay it in the water. How about that? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, in the last episode, I spent a lot of time planning and talking and not doing a whole lot. So today I want to change that. Today I am going to stop talking right now. Well, okay, not right now. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start doing some things. Today is a day of action. So let's just get right to it. Let's start by breeding some turtles and then stealing all of the eggs that they lay. Yes, glorious eggs. And maybe I'll set up a little turtle sanctuary to get myself lots and lots of turtle eggs. I love the fact that you don't have to wait 5 minutes between breeding turtles. You just kind of breed them. They even like breed while they're in the middle of laying eggs, which is great. I am a monster. Look at me stealing eggs. See, this turtle is laying eggs and I'm just taking the eggs right out from under it. Oh, I feel like a horrible person. All right, let me just lay some eggs down here. This'll make me feel a little better. There. Now I've not only got myself some breeding turtles and a whole stack of turtle eggs in my inventory, but also I have got even more eggs that I have planted that will hopefully hatch and produce me a whole ton of baby turtles. I'll come back later and check and see how things are going here. Day of action. And next up, we are digging out some magma blocks. Yes, we're gonna need this to... let's patch that hole. There we go, right there. There we go. Don't want to die in lava. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. We're gonna need a whole bunch of magma blocks for the next project we are going to be doing. So let's just pack that up and then collect these magma blocks and go about our business. Day of action. And here I am putting a couple extra layers onto my gold farm on top of the roof of the Nether. Just a little drop down there, but hopefully with all these extra eggs and all these extra magma blocks, these guys, I should be able to really increase the rates of my gold farm. Action. And there we go. I have laid at least the groundwork, the framework, as you might say, for several more layers on this thing. I originally only had 2 layers, 1, 2. But then I've added 3, 4, 5, what will be 6 layers. I've only completed the actual magma block placement on a few of these layers. Only, I guess, 3. And I still have 3 to go. But I have laid out all of the framework for them. I put up this cool little pattern so that I could build up as I was going and then finally lay the glass on top. And the main reason I did it in this way is so that I could avoid any ghasts spawning while I was actually building this thing. But now that the glass is in place, I can basically just hop down here and then come along and start filling this all in without any worries that I'm going to spawn anything above. So give me a moment. I'm going to do that. And when I say a moment, it's going to be a while. But for you, it'll be quick. For you, it'll be the snap of the fingers. So give me a second, and I will be right back. Action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6 solid layers of magma blocks. So now I can go up to the top of my AFK platform here. Let's see if I can do this a little faster than climbing the ladder. And... oh, I actually nailed it. Good. And then hopefully the rates of this farm have increased substantially. I am going to do an AFK session later today, not right now. Right now I have more important work to do, but I definitely am going to do an AFK session at some point just to see what kind of rates I'm actually getting from this farm. Unfortunately, I don't really have a basis for comparison. I should have done an AFK session before I actually did all the upgrades to this farm just so I could compare, but whatever it was, I had 2 layers and now I have 6, so hypothetically my rates should increase by 3 times. I know that's not exactly it. I know it doesn't quite scale up linearly like that, but probably it should be more than double anyway. That's my guess. It probably, if I had to guess, probably 2.5 or 2.25 times the rates I was getting before is what I'll actually get out of this new farm. And that's great because the next project is going to require a lot of gold. Alright, so I guess it has been a little while. That last clip that I recorded was actually yesterday. I started doing a little bit of prep work for that project, which I'm going to be doing today. And yeah, I ran out of time. It was basically late at night and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go to bed. So I didn't actually jump straight into another project. Instead, I did that AFK session that I said I wasn't gonna do. So what kind of return did I get? Well, if I look over here in this middle shulker box, you will see I got, wow, a lot of gold blocks. And a few gold ingots, and a few feathers and raw chicken, too. And that came after, I'm going to say approximately 12 hours of AFKing at this farm. Yeah, I actually set myself up at about 9 o'clock, and then, I went to bed and got up and stopped the recording around 9 a.m. So from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. this thing ran, and I did notice that unfortunately these hoppers are just not fast enough to keep up. I thought by dividing it into 2 groups here that it would be fast enough to handle all of the drops, but it's actually not. So I think what I'm going to have to do before I do another big AFK session anyway is create another 2, I guess, sets of chests and hoppers like over here, and yeah, and then everything should be fine. So, but that is not what I'm going to do right now. What I'm going to do right now is stop talking, get back to the action, and start building this project right here. And I have a beautiful little surprise for you, which you might be able to guess, and if not, I'm going to show you in 3, 2, 1 of... That's right! I have brought back the camera account that I can use to record my time lapse of me building this really cool new project. And so, without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. Is the end of the time lapse. I did just a tiny bit of stuff after the time lapse ended, including putting a hopper minecart up there underneath that chest and putting that chest in actually, and then I put item frames on all of these chests. This, in case you haven't already figured it out, is a Piglin Bartering setup. This was actually designed by Logical Geek Boy, the same guy that designed, you know, half of the farms that I'm actually using this season. Just pretty funny. This is actually really coincidental. I've been thinking a lot about this and looking for a good design, and just basically last week when I decided I was going to make this, that's when he published his video all about this, and I thought, wow, that's amazing timing, and now it's a very complex system, but I do need to get 24 piglins up in that little spot just over my head right there. So that's why I've laid out this area right here. So I'm hoping this works. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work, but I do know a couple things. First of all, piglins can spawn in the nether waste biome, and as you can see in the top left there, this is in fact a nether wastes biome. They can't spawn on bedrock, but they can spawn on netherrack, which I have, but they also need a light level of 7 or under, just like regular mobs do. I did put torches on all of this area right here, but as soon as I remove these torches, I'm hoping to see some piglins spawn. I'll also need to be a minimum of, I think, 24 or 25 blocks away when they actually spawn. So hopefully this is just going to work. So let me try breaking these torches and see what happens. All right. I got one of these guys to spawn. I just need him to chase me. So I'm going to try to climb up this little ladder here and not get shot off. And then hopefully he'll chase me. Yeah, come on. Come on, sir. Come on up. Come right this way. Right this way. Right this way. Nope, just come on up. You can climb up the glass, can't you? Oh, don't shoot that. Don't just get up here. No, sir, get up here. I guess I should have brought a shield. There we go. Okay, come on up. No, don't shoot me. Don't you friggin' dare shoot me. Hey, bud. Yeah, that's right. Come get me. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, I'm about to die. If this guy shoots me one more time, I am a dead man. I better heal up, and then we'll figure something out. Action. All right, I figured it out. All I had to do is put on my boots. And now, now all this guy needs to do is fall in. Okay, if I take off my boots again. Come on. No, you can't see me, so try to get me. Come on, try to get me. You can do it. Just walk one step forward. I'm over here. Oh my God. How come he didn't fall in? Just fall in, dude. Get in there. There you go. There's one. And I guess I can make him silence as well. There we go. One in. And now just 23 more to go. I have a feeling this is going to be a little longer than I hoped it would. Action. All right, let me show you my new technique for wrangling these guys. All I gotta do is get close to them and say, hello, fellas, how are ya? And then I take off my boots. And then they freak the heck out. Ow. But they hit hard. So you've gotta, like, run away. Run as fast as you can. Otherwise, they will just murder your face. And then up the stairs. And then hopefully they will follow you up the ladder because they are angry. If not, you can actually entice them by throwing them some goodies, like this. There, you see that? But hey, buddy, look up here. Awesome. Here he comes. Now, up the stairs, follow. And don't get hit. Don't get hit. And then over my little rampy thing. Come on, buddy. Yep, here we go. Here we go. And then just when we get to here, I put my boots back on. But I've got a little shiny carrot for you. But first, I need to tag you. Boop. There you go. You are silenced. Get in the hole. Perfect. And so far, I've got, well, I guess I had 24, so I guess I've done 10. I've got another 14 to go. See the carrot. And now come on up and see me. Hey, buddy. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I can't even count. Okay. There we go. And we're here. You can come on up. I'm going to put my boots back on. silence you, and drop you in the hole. And that should be the last guy. Wait, did I just see somebody die? That means they are entity cramming. That means I have 24 in there. All right, well, I guess I didn't need that one last guy. Okay, cool. So this machine is basically ready to use. All I need to do now is load it with some gold. And, all right, now they spawn. Sure. See, all this time I've been waiting for these guys to spawn on this platform, and they do not spawn. But as soon as I need them up in here, then that's when they spawn. Whatever. I'm going to have to go get rid of that platform, and then I'm going to come back and test this whole thing. So the way this works is we should be able to just put a whole bunch of gold into this chest here, and it should be filtering into all of these hoppers simultaneously, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, and all of these hoppers should get an equal amount of gold distributed. And I really hope that's actually happening. That's what this hopper minecart is supposed to do. It's supposed to evenly distribute the gold. Yeah, okay, good. So it's going into there, and it should be going into there. Yeah. Yeah, and it looks fairly even as well. And then there's another hopper down below that should also be getting some gold, although I don't think I have any way of reaching it to actually check if it's getting gold. But anyway, I now have to get all the way back over there. All the gold has now made its way out of that chest and into the droppers, and now I just have to turn on the machine. So here we go. So you can see gold is being distributed to those bartering piglins down there. After about 6 seconds, they're going to start throwing stuff up in the air. Beautiful. And then a whole bunch of new gold is distributed to them. But you saw what happened. There's actually some slime blocks there that shoot across all of the stuff that they trade, and it just goes shooting down and into these hoppers right here. I still need to set up all of the filters for these hoppers here, but let me turn this all off. But you can see the way this works, right? Is that all these guys just throw this stuff up in the air and away it goes. So let's see. I just do that really quick. I don't think there's any way to collect that last little bit because they're always going to be throwing some up in the air. Now, that is turned off, right? Yeah. So they're always going to be throwing some stuff up in the air, and you know, the stuff has run out. The timer's run out. So now there's a pile of things sitting on the floor. I think you're supposed to run this thing until all the gold is gone, basically. That's the way it works. And it will last a long time. But, I mean, each one of these hoppers, there's 3 hoppers, and each one of these hoppers fires 8 times each cycle. So you hear them fire really quick, and that's 24 gold that gets distributed to those 24 bartering piglins down there, and yeah, they all work their magic. Actually, I can probably just get down here and collect all this stuff. Yeah, look at that. It just all went straight into my inventory. So let me set up these filters here, and then I will show you this machine working one more time. Action, 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 action. And there we go. All of the filters are now programmed, actually except these ones at the end. Those are reserved for something special that I will show you later. But now it is time for the real test of this machine, and that is to just plain old turn it on. So, on, and then here we go. Lots of gold gets put in, and if I can watch this all happen here, you should see as these things get distributed, they just get shot out along that whole line right there. And if there is so much that cannot be processed, it slides all the way down to the end and gets thrown in that fire at the very end, which is pretty cool. But all of this stuff is being processed. There is so much stuff, and all the excess is basically going to be dumped off into those excess chests. That's what they are. They're basically spillover chests. That's what I'm trying to say here. But this machine is going to go through a lot of gold. How are we doing here? So look at that. It goes through, remember, 8 every time it fires one of these cycles here, so we can watch that happen. Yeah, it's not going to take long to go through all of this gold. I think the last time I saw the calculation, it was something like 40,000 gold an hour it would go through. And my gold farm doesn't even produce anywhere near that number. But hey, here's an interesting aside here. As I've been building, this gold farm has actually been running. So I've actually managed to collect myself, yeah, a bunch more ingots here, and probably this side will have them too. Yeah, lots here. I can convert these into gold ingots. That's what I'm trying to say. Ingots. And then bring them back up to the top here and just keep filling up the system. One in there just to mark that this is where I need to put my gold ingots, and then they will all be distributed down into those dispensers. And the trading continues. And that, my friends, is where I am going to end this day of action. Back where it all began with these turtles. And guess what we have behind me right here? Eggs that have not hatched yet. And do you know why they haven't hatched yet? It should be obvious. I've spent the whole episode in the nether. Of course they haven't hatched because they haven't been loaded. So that's why they haven't hatched. A couple interesting facts about that Piglin bartering system that I built in this episode. It goes through a butt-ton of gold. Do you remember I did an AFK session where I spent 12 hours AFK at my gold farm just collecting gold? Then it spent an extra half an hour just basically consolidating all of the nuggets into ingots. So that was a total of 12 and a half hours of work time, and then I put it all of it, every little bit, into my Piglin bartering system, and it took about 25 to 30 minutes, and it chewed through it all. It's gone, just like that. 12 and a half hours gone in 25 minutes. Yep, that's how fast that thing goes through gold. But I got a lot of really useful stuff out of that farm, and I will continue to get a lot of good stuff out of that farm in the future, and I hope you continue to join me while I search for more great, wonderful things to do. Speaking of searching, I'm searching for the words. The words are, I'm going to end this episode, and I will see you in the next episode!